Offense working from the pistol. The give to the single back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Working that left side now. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play.
There he goes. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Mustangs are rolling down the field. Trying the left side. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They
breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right? After that incomplete fourth down, but you've driven the entire field. At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
And the Mustangs will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, SMU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
And when you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Heaves it on the run. Snags it inside the 20. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Kansas State! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open. Oh, they blocked the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Gets it out quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, you have seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game as a head.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The short hands, it's Barry. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Calls his own number. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Mustangs are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Barry.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
No good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Trying to set up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game now when you need to make a big...
Oh, they're faking looking at the holder's going to try to throw it. And they'll bring him down for the sack. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Hawkins. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll go with a direct snap. Got the first down and more. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Thanks to grab. Got room at the 35. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Kansas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Quick completion on the outbound. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Green. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to test the right side with this one. Turning it on. It's up, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
26, SMU, 14.
Oh, right through it. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Creates a little space.
The return brings it out to the 35. And the SMU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Grab near the sticks. It's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Mustangs are on the move. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barry. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
The 1st down.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to run it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
He'll sneak it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the Wildcats backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kansas State. Once he got some room, it was over. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Working the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this defense came to LA. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're playing the football, believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
And the Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to print the field position with the return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the punishment has been extended. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the ground, it's Green. Got the first down and still on his feet. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll go to the ground, continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
First down for the offense.
Business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.